You are the reason you're getting bullied. I was witness to a situation where people were getting robbed in a park when I was coming home from school, and while I was still in school, right? I got robbed, my friends got robbed, but there was one person with us who just wasn't having any shit. And so when the robbers came up to him and said, "Give me what you got," he's like, "Bruv, you're not robbing me. Rob these lot. You're not robbing me. Trust me." He didn't rob him, right? He didn't rob him. He held his frame. He had more respect for himself to like give up whatever he had than to like give into that whole situation, right? And it just shows you like I've been bullied. Well, when I was at school, I was bullied a lot by people I knew, as well as like when I walked home on the way from school, like randoms as well, right? And when I say bully, I mean like robbed, like took my money, all this type of shit, right? And yeah, you feel humiliated at the time. You feel like, oh, you feel a bit of a pussy basically. But there came a time when I just stopped all of this like victim mentality, thinking I couldn't do anything about it. The day I actually stood up for myself, the person who was bullying me at school instantly stopped bullying me. And it was such a revelation. I was like, if I did this like 4 years ago, I could have circumvented this whole thing, just evaded this whole situation from even happening in the first place, saved hundreds of pounds that this brother robbed from me, and like lived my life just not going to school in fear, thinking like, oh, this guy's gonna fucking be here, or like having to go somewhere thinking, oh, this dickhead's gonna be here and rob me again. Like always constantly taking like £2 off me. When I'm young, like that's everything I'll have. Like if £2 is like everything I've got. So like you're robbing that off me, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Right? When you start thinking about it like this, you realize that you just have to push past that fear of being hit or something like that. And once you get that past you, it's literally like, okay, so I'm just gonna get hit, or I can literally hit back. And then once you hit back, once you like show people how to treat you, once you show them that you have some self-respect, that you're not gonna allow this to happen, you are too much of a challenge to them. There's too much. You're putting too much friction between you and the robbing process for them getting money, for example. So they will literally just stop doing it to you. They may do it to your friends, they may do it to whoever else, but to you, they just will not do it. It's a shit situation. I've been there before, especially when you're young and scrawny, you have no muscle on you, and like you can't do anything really to defend yourself. Just the mentality though. It doesn't have to be a muscle thing. It could just be a mentality thing. It could just be like staring them in their eye until they like realize you're not chatting shit. You literally are not going to let them rob you. Or if they do, you can just like be so like self-aware in the moment, like present in the moment. Because a lot of the time, your mind is the thing that runs away with you, and that is the thing that's causing you to give into their frame of view, their perspective, which is they are about to rob you right now. Whereas if you have some presence in your mind, meaning you are like in control of your thoughts, you're not letting your thoughts run away, you're not thinking, oh, I might get smacked here, or I'm hyperventilating right here, or I'm like getting sweaty, my hands are getting sweaty, I'm feeling flushed. The more thoughts you have in your head in these type of moments, the worse you are, because you're not in control. You're not in control of your mind, and your mind will just like create these situations in your head. Your imagination will play tricks on you, and all of a sudden you've given your money over, right? Or been the victim of a beating or something. Whereas if you're in control, like what I really started to understand a little bit later in life, like past the whole bullying phase and stuff, was if I was in a situation with someone and I was more present than them, meaning I am in control of my thoughts, there's no thoughts running around. If there are thoughts running around, I can kind of like control them. I can be like, no, stop that thought, bring it back to whatever I'm doing, be present in the moment, like living in the moment basically. The more I could do that, the more anyone couldn't actually create a fight with me in the first place. And I could be asking some outlandish questions, like really, really intricate questions, really understanding the depth of their soul with these questions that I'm asking. But because I'm doing it from a completely present state, there's no animosity in me, there's no judgment in me, there's no fear, there's no anguish, there's no feeling of happiness, joy, anything. It's just purely curiosity based. And I'm here like being completely 100% present with that person. They can sense that, and they realize there's no threat there, but also this guy has control of his own mind. So there's no way I can like say anything right now for him to like trip up on or like flinch with or backstep on, because me being so present, me being so genuine in the moment, just it's not even a thought in their mind. They don't even think about it, because they think like, oh, okay, this guy's either on my level or above my level, or like most likely on my level type of thing. And it's just interesting because if you start doing that literally from today, you will get there too. And a good book to help you with this, which is like, to be honest, if you're unsure of what I mean right now, this is like mandatory reading. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Once you read that book, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Your mind will silence. You get into these situations and you won't ever want to flinch or run away or just back out. You actually want to stay there and just like see how it goes and like look the bully in their eye and just confront them about it and be in control about the whole thing. It's a very, very powering feeling once you get to this point. And it doesn't take too long to get there, but you just have to start today. You can't keep running away for the rest of your life. You just have to face these people head on with presence. That is the main thing, with presence. So, bro, I hope this helps. I've been bullied, like I said before. I know it's shit. I've experienced it many, many times. Been robbed of phones, money, lunch even. And so I definitely know what I'm talking about. But when you get to a certain point when you're present enough, it just evaporates and you're just like, you actually feel angry at yourself for not doing it earlier. And so now I'm in that stage. But yeah, I mean, this happened a long time ago before when I came present, that is. But like when I was younger, yeah, I was running amok in my own mind. My own mind was sabotaging me basically. And if you do what I said in this video and you read that book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, you will just eradicate all of this from your life.